Okay, here's what I got so far. The electrical hooked up. Of course, this is the hot wire running basically from the alternator up and going to these batteries. Well, it's just running through that solenoid from the alternator. Going to these batteries to charge them up. We got it running to the 12 volt side, or the 12 volt side, the positive side here, and I got a wire hooked to the positive side. So these are hooked up in parallel. So it's a 12 volt system. And same thing on the ground. It's running into the chair rail here, and you've got the negative terminals hooked up. And now this inverter came with, well, it had these on it, but I wasn't going to use those. It has terminals back here, but it has 2 negative terminals and 2 positive terminals. I'm not sure if that's just to spread the load evenly between these, or if it has 2 separate inverters inside. I don't really know. I know it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fuses there for some reason. And get over here. You can turn that on, and there we go. We've got 110 volts. Let me see here. I've got this actual extension cord plugged into the mains power. Straight to the inverter. Seems to work. Okay. So, we have 110 volt AC in here. Now I am going to have to seal this off, put boards on both sides, and I guess the seat cover will sit down on it. And I'll probably have to drill a couple of holes down through, out the side, out the bottom, something like that, as long as these batteries are vented. Now I am going to eventually replace those, because those are not going to last long. Those are just regular car batteries. I'm just using them because they are still good. I mean, they will still work, but they're not like new. I don't want to turn those in for a cord just yet, because they are still good enough to do this with, you know, for a little while. Before I would get on the road or anything, I would switch them out for some AGM batteries, which do not have to be vented anyway. They'll still be vented because they'll be in the same box. But okay, that is my AC source right there. I guess we could work on the AC wiring. Okay, now I have done some roughing in of the electrical system. You can see I have a plug plugged in there. I need to get some staples and stuff to staple everything. There's a plug up here. This will be for the refrigerator that's going to sit right here. That wire right now is just running across here and up. Of course, there's going to be a wall there, so I'm going to have to staple it up. Staple it across there. I can strap it. I can probably use these screws. And I'm going to strap it down through here and right up under that 2x4 and across. But we have a plug here, plug there, and a plug there. That should be pretty good. Yeah. It's got probably enough plugs. Now, the lighting is probably going to be all LED because it does use a whole lot less. I mean, you do need plugs here and there. I mean, there's stuff I'm going to have to plug in. I am going to have to fix up a way to probably just unplug that and plug it into, I may even put it up here. I may take that one, and put another plug beside this one, kind of like I did on the van, and go down and through the wall and put a plug on the outside. That way when I plug into shore power, it will run up to, let's say that this is the plug. Well, I've got an extra plug. Okay, here's another plug. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I'm going to put this one, like right here. And what I'll do is I'll break these little tabs off. That one and that one right there. That way it isolates the two plugs. And I'll make this one, or whichever one, doesn't matter. One of them will be just running straight down and will be that plug. The other one will be going out. Let's see. How would that be? I have to think about it. Anyway, yeah. The other one will be going out and going outside of the bus. And it'll just be kind of hanging there. It'll be inside of a box, but it'll be kind of hanging there ready. When you plug that into shore power, it'll make one of these plugs hot. The other one will be the power inverter. That way I can never accidentally hook up shore power and power inverter at the same time. And what I'll have is I'll have the cord that originally goes down to the power inverter right now. I'll cut it, have a plug on it, and plug it into this one for shore, this one for the battery power. So, yeah. Kind of like what I did in Buster. Alright, I know what you're thinking. Who in their right mind would use extension cord to wire anything? Isn't that crazy? Why wouldn't you use Romex? Romex is what is intended for use in 110 volt systems. And it is. Alright? Thing is, Romex is solid. It is solid wire. Okay? That's a piece of this. This is the ground. And with any solid wire like this, you have metal fatigue, which as it's moving back and forth like this, and keep in mind we're in a bus, we're in a vehicle that's going to be, this is going to be driving up and down the road, going, you know, I mean, you never know, it may even go up a creek at some point. And what's going to happen when you drive this thing up the creek? Okay? Or just out on the road. Well, it's very quickly going to, as it's vibrating and moving up and down, what's going to happen to that solid wire? Okay? A solid wire, you bend it back and forth just a few times, look what happens. It breaks. This is not a good connection for a moving vehicle. I'll do that again. Bend it back and forth a few times. There's the piece right there. I mean, very easily breaks like that. Okay, how about a piece of extension cord? But anyway, if you going over the bumps and over the bumps, up and down the creek, up and down the highway, look at that. All that, and that is still together. Let me strip this off so you can see. Okay. Those are the strands that I was bending back and forth. Okay? How many times did I bend that back and forth? It's fine. It's not hurt. And this right here is the reason why this bus is wired with stranded wire. Anyway, that's just, I just thought I'd throw that in there because I know some people were probably curious and probably thinking, what's this guy doing? He doesn't know what in the world he's doing. Maybe I don't, but I think I know what I'm doing with this anyway, you know. anyhow, I would say that's going to about do this video. About all I'm going to get into it. The sun's going down, you know, it goes down early now. So I'm going to call it a night. Appreciate y'all watching. See y'all on the next one.